currently about 11:30 p.m. right now. Growing up is inevitable and it kind of sucks, and it's all I really think about from time to time. So I decided, why not talk about it? You know, the thing about time that really scares me is that that's the one thing that just always goes forward no matter what. It doesn't pause, it doesn't go backwards. You know, right now we're 4 seconds closer to the end of our lives than we were 4 seconds ago, you know? It's a trippy thought. I feel like everyone has those thoughts from time to time, and it's kind of scary, you know? Right now at the moment, I'm close to becoming an adult soon, you know? About 4 years ago, that dreaded event happened where the whole world basically shut down, and I feel like I missed so much of my formative years because of that thing that happened. And it's kind of interesting, you know, talking about growing up from a teenager's perspective that lived through that whole canon event. You know, I started YouTube about 8 years ago. All those videos are fully privated and on another channel that I haven't used in like 3 years. I have another channel that I post high quality documentaries on that are catered towards the algorithm, because that's how YouTube works now. And I started this channel because sometimes it's kind of scary realizing how much harder it is to get into my dream job. YouTube has changed so much, and I'll go into that in another video soon. I'll go into that, how much YouTube has changed and why it's changed, but this one will talk about why growing up sucks. Let's stay on topic, you know? It's a weird part of growing up when you realize that you're always evolving as a person, and it's a bittersweet feeling. Life always has its hardships, and that comes with growing up. You know, going through adversity, like, you know, going through a breakup at such a young age. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video. It might just be growing up sucks. It could also be, you know, growing up from a teenager's perspective. Teen love is something that's so not everyone goes through, but a lot of people do go through, and it really defines how you are socially if you take it in a way that I did. In my freshman year of high school, I remember I was really excited to venture into a new aspect of my life, because, you know, I was growing up. I was about to be 15, and I'm thinking that getting a girlfriend is gonna be such a good thing, because, you know, I'm thinking I'm mature enough for it. And I still don't know what even happened that year, but long story short, I didn't even know that girl for about a year, and she broke up with me like right away, you know what I mean? You know, at the time I was completely distraught. I couldn't get it off my mind for like a whole year after, despite not even knowing her for a whole year. That's my one and only experience with feeling such strong feelings towards something, and it does something to you as a person, you know? I became something that I wasn't afterwards, and I really regret that, but it was a part of my growing up experience, and it's kind of scary realizing that's all over when it felt so long and so excruciating in the moment. It's weird that it's all over now, and I'm probably gonna have to go through it in a different light, you know, same story, different book, or whatever the saying is. What's scary is that when you see the world shifting and changing around you, and you see your friends, you know, getting older, getting jobs, you know, getting girlfriends, getting into relationships. You know, one of my friends had a kid recently that's basically starting a whole new life. You know, my teenagers coming to an end soon in the next few years is kind of scary to me. You know, then it's gonna be my 20s, and 20s supposedly go by really fast. And I remember the first time I held my little sister in my arms, and now my little sister that's closest to me is 13, you know, and my youngest sister is 8 years old. And I remember being 8 years old, it didn't feel like so long ago, it felt like a few years ago. It kind of brings you to a bit of a realization that, like, realize that nothing's infinite, you know. That's what I really come to terms with, because growing up, it's scary. It scares me, and I mean, a weird way to put it into perspective for anyone who's not really following along is, you know, when I was still learning my addition and subtraction, GTA 5 came out. By the time GTA 6 comes out, I'm gonna be either in college or, you know, be working a 9 to 5 for however long. You know, I'm gonna be, basically I'm saying I'm gonna be an adult when GTA 6 comes out. And when you realize that, it's kind of scary, because I remember when GTA 5 first came out, like, you know, I might have been a little kid, but it was a big event. Since as long as I can remember, I've been on YouTube. When GTA 5 came out, it just took the internet by storm. By the time I'm an adult, the next installment in that franchise is gonna be out, even though it's been a long wait. You know, when you really put it into perspective in retrospect, it's didn't feel that long. It didn't feel like it's been, you know, 13 years, 12 years, however long it's been. You know, growing up is change, and change is uncomfortable, but it's just inevitable. You know, start realizing that you got real life responsibilities to start actually facing, and it all happens so fast. Growing up right now, as a teenager was a lot different to how teenagers in the past probably experienced it. It's social media, you know. I feel like life moved so much quicker after social media because I'm wasting so much of my time. Anything that makes time go quicker or anything that really just waste your life, it's like fully gone. Your part of your life is wasted, like a lot more than halfway through high school. You know, all my friends are graduating soon. I'm gonna be graduating, and then after high school, it's you know, after that comes to an end, it's another rebirth, I guess, because either I go to college, which is scary because I don't really know what I would want to pursue in college, or I have to actually get a real job instead of pursuing this dream that I've had since I was a little kid. You know, this, you'll look at this video and you're like, this video is not the highest quality, but you know, maybe I'm just watching because I'm bored. I'm putting this on in the background, you know. But I've been doing content creation, and I have another channel, Blurry Chicken, where I upload really high quality content, but it's really gotten absolutely nowhere. I've barely like reached like what, 90,000 views, 100,000 views on it, and you know, it's still a relatively new channel. But I've had a channel before that, and I've, you know, it started off, you know, really low quality, and then it became higher quality. Then I switched channels and, you know, gained a little bit more success, and then I realized I'm putting so much effort into something that's barely getting me any success, barely getting me any money. The realization that I'm probably gonna have to get a job soon, you know, take on real life responsibilities. That's it sucks. It's scary, you know, because one second I'm just in my room playing Mario Kart with my little sisters, going over to my cousin's house, playing hide and seek, playing Minecraft for the first time. Now I'm here getting ready to face my final years of my childhood. When you become a teenager, you think your childhood is over, but you know, you still, when you reach that 18 mark, I feel like that's just like the real deal, you know what I mean? You're not an adult in your mind, but you know, the world tells you you're an adult and you have to take on those real life responsibilities. It just happens, and then you go on, you move on with life, you live a life, and then you die, you know? Turning 18, I think, is just all I've been able to think about since I turned 13. And now that I'm really close to becoming an adult, you just look at everything in retrospect right now, and then you're gonna look at everything right now in retrospect in a couple of years. I'm gonna have to actually start my life soon. It's inevitable, but it still scares me. I like talking about how time moves in my perspective because it's going by really fast at the moment, and I don't know, it's 11:50 at night. I should probably get to bed, but if you like this just kind of put on in the background style of content, this is the channel for that. If you want some high quality, check out my other channel. This is a new channel just because it's kind of hard making really high quality content as a solo creator at the moment on YouTube. I just wanted to make a channel where it's lower quality, but growing up is inevitable and it sucks, and just offered to give my story on it. I'll see you in the next video where I talk about kissing an Oompa Loompa on my birthday. I don't know what I'm saying.